Today, I would want to discuss a kind of GD round, a group discussion round for the junior students. Actually, junior students sometimes junior students face a problem because they cannot able to speak few lines whenever any particular kinds of questions is asked to them. So here, I know that what's the special reason being why the junior students cannot able to perform, but I staying with all of you, especially mediocre students who could able to learn some bit speaking, intending to know from all of you that what's the special reason for not junior students could not able to perform. Why the junior students fail to perform in the field of spoken English round? We have already maintained numerous kinds of norms for speaking. There are many of the if I tell you that you have to learn that kinds of grammar, there's an unending of the grammar. Grammar does not have any kinds of finishing. It is an unending syllabus of the grammar. But here spoken related grammar should be learned. I have already launched that particular kinds of grammaticals for spoken related, and I have already applied that particular kinds of norms, and gradual process of teaching is going on. Yet, in spite of that, in the field of the activities of spoken, they are getting completely failure. What's the purpose of the learning of the grammar learning purpose, especially in the field of the spoken English class, is that make them habituated in the field of speaking English language, but yet they fail to speak. So I know what's the reason and how long it will consume some time for performing, but yet from your I want to know from you, all of you, that what's the special reason. Can you able to detect that what should be the special reason for junior students not performing, and what should be the advice for the junior students for performing a better one? Could you able to get my grab my point of view? Yes. So first I'm coming back to Pornica.
Who are the newly admitted students cannot
Excuse me. Sorry for actually 10 seconds. That junior students who are attending that kind of class, this particular class, it would be a kind of supplement for all of you. At last of the 10 minutes of that particular kinds of round, I do have a wish for 5 sentences from all of you, that why junior students cannot able to perform. You have to prepare 5 sentences. Okay, listen very concentratively. Over to Pornica.
who are the newly admitted students, they cannot concentrate in our telling concepts because they don't know the English fluently. That's why they cannot concentrate in the class. Obviously, they cannot speak fluently. It is very nervousful to them. Obviously, they should overcome this because nervousness is the fearness of our speaking. I think if they try to understand everything, then understand something, then they can understand everything. The person who are the seniors, they did not were the brilliant speakers at the first time. They also have to struggle a lot for many years. That's why the um, who are the newly admitted students, they should concentrate greatly in our seniors and teachers speakings, and obviously try to speak in their homes and classes.
Okay, very nice concept from Pornica or Deepan is starting. They're starting here. Deepan, what's your perspectives?
So the students feel nervous because they have not practiced many other times before. The persons who are speaking very fluently, they also struggled many times before when they were very much junior and newly admitted to the class. So my advice to the junior students, that they have to continuously speak in their homes and in the classroom various times, and be pugnacious enough to get a chance to uh, tell the various competitions like casual speaking and many other ones. So that is my advice.
Okay, the Deepan has already told a kinds of very good norms that Here I have a kind of channel, video channel. So the students, you need to have a kind of mindset of performing. That if you would like to hear perform it, you practice from the video or anything. Every day practice one round, then you could able to perform very nice. It's a different perspective. So I'm coming back to Kumkum. Kumkum, what about you? Do you agree with Purnika and Dipan point of view, or you have some different seasons perspectives?
I like the point of view of Dipan and Purnika, and I want to tell one thing that
Yes.
so who are the junior students who are newly admitted in the spoken English classes, so they are not habituated with the listening the lots of English language, so they feel very nervous and they don't know the rules, how to speak English and how to question anyone and how to answer the question. So I think that they feel nervous. They felt nervous for these problems. So that to overcome the nervousness, they should listen the lots of English from mobile phone or the spoken English classes, and they would try their level best to speak English. So they will got their success
Get
and get their success, and they will tell English very fluently. This is my point of view.
Okay, absolutely right. I'm coming back to um, what's your name? Kinjal. Kinjal, do you have any special point of view? Or
Yes,
after Dheeraj you would perform?
I have some special points of view.
Okay, go on, speak. Dheeraj you should be very much aggressive after that.
Many students are there who admit in the new class and they could not speak the English fluently, for they had to take many steps. They had to take many steps for learning the English fluently. Even I think they would not practice at home, but if they practice, they will get some benefits of learning the English subject. There and in English, there are many rules which they can remember easily when they are reading reading the books and remembering that. So this was my advice.
Okay, Deepa, sorry, what's your name? Kinjal, I understood your point of view, but I would like to interrogate a kind of specific questions to you. I know that what should be the right one, but yet, in spite of knowing the right one, I do have a kind of special query to you. Would you like to face my query? Yes. See, here the junior students, see, Sanam face and Abdin face, and Hena is going to sleep, and other students also he is. So junior students, Sandeep is watching mobile phone. So I would like to tell you only one thing, that do you think that when the spoken English round is just going to organize for the betterment of the junior students, we have to come back to the Bengali language, Bengali medium, to give them a kind of sense so that they can able to understand that kinds of thoughts, or we have to remain in English language. Bengali language is strictly locked, and they should have to, whatever the words they would like to perform, they have to talk in kinds of English language. If they cannot able to talk, then the senior students will be there to assist them. So which one would be the very much right one?
I think that
Go on speaking.
many students could not understand the English, and after before recognizing the spoken English, they can talk to the senior students.
Loud, bit louder.
They can talk to the senior students by in Bengali and learn the things. And the time of spoken English class, the Bengali language need to be locked, because if they talk in the time of Bengali spoken English period, so then they will think this is very easy and they will not get to learn anything. If they want to learn anything, at first they need to face some problems. So this was my advice.
Oh, very mature idea from this very tiny age. You are very tender age, so you have already expressed a very profuse feelings. I'm really very cheer up. If you would like to, that's a very particular kinds of line really make me impressed. That is, if any particular kinds of students wishing to face great mediocrity or wishing to succeed, then they have to face that problem, and vice versa have to overcome that kinds of problem. And what's the procedure to overcome? They have to graphics in their mind to overcome that kinds of barriers. So very good, innovative thoughts. I really appreciate your thoughts. What about Dhiraj? You are remaining silent for a long time.
I think that many students get nervous in the
A
spoken
bit
English.
louder.
I think many students get nervous in spoken English class because they don't know English and they don't know the rules how to question and how to answer it. So I think that they should practice at home the speaking and try to participate in the many programs. Uh, so this way they overcome from the nervous.
What do you mean by that kinds of program? Here I underline with the red color. This would have to perform in the many programs. Means so cultural program, or what kinds of program you are going to mention? Tell me the program's name. I have a simple question. I am a very simple man with having a simple question. That if they cannot able to perform here, so why suppose if it happens for the question programs, suppose speaker is speaker is given in front of him, how could he able to perform? They would get nervous, isn't it? So do you think what are the message you are just going to implement for the junior students for performance? You need to have a psychology. So, do you agree with their point of view or you are withdrawing your words?
I agree.
Huh?
I agree.
Why? Explain it. They have to perform in many programs. I don't able to understand how could they able to perform if they simply if in the class they cannot able to perform. So how could they able to perform in that kind of many of the programs? Go on speaking. You have no answer. Anybody wishing to any more words? Parnika, do you have any say?
Yeah, according to his thing, he's telling, he wanted to tell the programs. It means that you take many kinds of videos in front of us, and you capture our speaking points in that video. You send it to the spoken English groups, and obviously to the channel of the spoken English. There are many audience who saw that, and obviously in the classes there are many students who are listening to us. For this, it is a very nervousful thing for all of the students. I think for my
Nervous school is a nervous situation.
yeah, it is a nervous situation for all of the students according to my views. So we take it as a small program for a small program in front of our friends, and obviously to the mobile phone users. That's all.
Okay, I do have a kind of last question to you. Exactly, I want to know from you is that sometimes some of the people, connected of the people can advise that as they cannot able to perform the speech, so it would be better that we should have to pick, we have to make them practice in Bengali versions faster than English versions. So will it be supportable or do you have to cling to that kind of English language? If they get fail, then what are the we need to have to help in that kind of same language without distracting that kind of language, means changing that kind of language. So which one would be the favorite one for their betterment? Would you like to cling that kind of English language, or would you like to bit change from Bengali language and to make them habituated in English language? So what do you think? What would be the better option?
So I will. I
I come back to
will.
very quickly. What is your view?
So the student who don't know the concepts of the English, they're talking in the Bengali language in their homes, and obviously to the friends. If a teacher are telling them to gossip in the English language. They don't do that. They gossip in the Bengali language. So in the time of gossiping, they the student who are very serious, not very serious, who are serious, they they understand the views of something that from who from the person who understood the points.
Yes.
So it is a very good idea for all of the serious ones. So and the person who did not understand should not tell the Bengali, because whenever um, whenever the senior one and the teacher are explaining the views, they are using some kinds of short words, knowing words, like what we have learned in our childhood. So by listening that kinds of easy and short words, we can understand the point of our sir and our senior one. That's why my point of the view, the Bengali thing is the Bengali language should be omitted from the class. That's
Okay, thank you. Very nice for your achievement for performance. And Najee was going to speak something. You got interrupted by Farnika's performance. So what's your special point of view?
So many junior one speaks in Bengali language because they can't speak English language. They if I prefer that if he or she can try to speak English language, he or she can speak broken English. But
Yes.
if they particularly tell Bengali language, then they can. I think that their concentrate level is be omitted from
Will be down.
would be down from English speaking. So English is a very easy language. We should to practice it more and more.
Okay, thank you. Very nice performance for everybody. Actually, we have already exceeded the period of the time, so that's why. Thanks to everybody for being here in that kinds of very hot debated round, the GD round, for the how to develop the performance for the junior one. Why the junior students facing the enormous problem to speak English language, and what should be the resolutions or the solve for the overcoming that kinds of problem for the juniors one. So we have discussed a lot of. So I do have an appeal to every junior students, be mindfully listen that kinds of video and think that how to overcome your problem. And I think that you will be benefited after if you hear that kinds of video with rapt attentions. I think that it will be very much graceful for you. Thanks a lot.